Of all the ways that you could advertise your business and all the ways that you can advertise online, what's the best way? That's what we're going to be talking about here. We're going to be talking about the different types of advertising and really narrowing it down to what's the best way that you could advertise your business online. Ten years ago, I stumbled across a strategy that made my advertising much easier. It brought me in way higher quality leads, and it was much less work to do. So I'm going to share with you the relevant details of that story so that you can understand what this strategy is. We're going to briefly mention the difference between offline and online advertising, but we're also going to be talking about two different types of online advertising, one that I feel is superior than the other. And by the end of this video, you're going to know the best way to advertise your business online. 14 years ago is when I started my company. I offered custom website design. Within about a year, I offered search engine optimization. And within roughly a year after that, I started offering video so that my clients could have a website that ranked on Google and there was a promo video on their page that would sell. So when visitors came to their website, they could sell things. And so that was my service, and it worked. I got traffic to beautiful websites and people were watching these videos. Now, there's a lot of work that we did to get a website ranking #1 on Google. We would create a really long page, and by the way, you don't have to do this. I'm just letting you know how complex it was. One ingredient was a YouTube video. We would put a YouTube video on the page. We would transcribe it so there's an article below. We would create infographics from that and put those on the page and link them from Pinterest back to the page. We would do article marketing. So this article on the page, we would spin it and create different variations of it and post it to different authority websites that would then link back to this page. We would do blog commenting that would go back. We would create link wheels and link farms. Essentially, we were creating spam to go out there on the internet that would create authority and say that this website was the higher authority. It was a lot of work. We had to reinvent the wheel all the time because the algorithm was always changing. Now fast forward to 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I noticed something. I noticed that this page that was ranking #1 on Google, we took that one ingredient, the YouTube video, over on YouTube was getting 50 times more views than this page ranking #1 on Google. The whole goal of this website SEO was to take a website and create authority, make the website have more and more authority so it would rank more and more places on Google. It's like starting with a little hill and making it a bigger hill, making it a mountain, making it a bigger mountain, and I'm just competing with other websites out there that are trying to make theirs bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, YouTube is a huge mountain of a website. Google owns YouTube, so YouTube is always going to rank at the top. There is no way that I could create a website that has more authority than YouTube. But there's a formula that I can follow where I can create a video and post it on YouTube and have it rank to the top immediately. 10 years ago when I discovered this strategy, my jaw dropped and I pivoted my business and I phased out all the other services because what I like is results. I loved using website design. I loved creating these promo videos and doing SEO. But when I found that, look, I can create one type of YouTube video and I can get results easier and better and cheaper. Okay, so now let's talk about advertising. So offline versus online. We're talking about billboards, we're talking about radio, we're talking about mailers and flyers, we're talking about any type of signage, whether it's a handwritten sign on the side of the road or to the big billboards like I mentioned. This would even be talking about business cards or flyers that you can hand out to somebody. Okay, now online, that is everything on a computer. So people have to be on a device. They have to be on their phone, a tablet, their computer, a PC, all advertising right here. Now you're obviously here because you want to know how to grow your business through online advertising. And the reason that I pointed out is there are two different categories here, but there's also two different categories of online advertising. I'm deciding how to categorize this. Let me call it push versus pull. You're probably more familiar with the terms paid versus organic, but let's look at it with these words here. Push means I have an ad or I have a product or program and I'm pushing it out there, I'm pushing it in front of you whether you're searching for it or not, right? You're watching a video on YouTube or you're watching a sports game, a football game or something. Or with offline, that's all push. I'm driving down the road and I see a billboard and it's pushed in front of me. Or you're browsing a website and an ad pops up, or you're scrolling on Facebook and you see a post, but then you see an ad, and then you see a post and you see an ad. This is all push marketing versus pull marketing. People are searching for me. It's like you could go to Google and you could do a Google search and then they find a website and then they enter. That would be pull. Like I make assets or I make a website that people can then find. Well, get this, if I make a YouTube video that people are searching for, so I focus on YouTube search, I can pull in people who are searching for me. So I'm not pushing anything in front of people who don't want it, but I'm putting it in front of people who are searching for it, and I'm doing it in a way that doesn't feel anything like advertising. When we talk about paid versus organic, or we talk about anything with YouTube advertising, or we think about the algorithm, we think about changes to the YouTube algorithm. And I shared that I discovered this strategy 10 years ago. Has it changed? Has the algorithm changes caused any change in this strategy? The answer is actually no. It's actually gotten better. As YouTube has refined and changed their algorithm to make search better and better, I'm making content that people are searching for. I'm not trying to trick the algorithm. I'm not trying to bypass anything or create false authority. I'm not trying to create viral content and trying to figure out what's trending or what not. I'm creating content that I know people are searching for. So the better the search engine is, it will get better and better at finding my content or serving my content to those who are searching for it. So in reality, when there have been major algorithm changes, and some of my colleagues that produce other types of channels have really suffered, I mean, I've seen them go from income of here down to 10% of their income because of one simple change. My clients and the channels that I produce don't get impacted like that. Ours just are consistent and gradually grow. So here's what that strategy is. This page that I've just revealed here is worth so much. You need to take this seriously, because following these exact steps will help you get the exact same results that we've gotten on our channels. Think of Noelle Randall, who just followed these steps and turned a $1 million business into a $6 million business that was originally generating leads from Facebook to now generating 100% of her leads on YouTube, and she has freedom of time. She has freedom of time, which she did not have before. So step one, you've got to find a specific question. You've got to do the research to find the wording that people are using when they're going to Google and YouTube. You can't make these up, you have to do the research. Then you outline the answer to that question. You record an intro that creates curiosity and will make them want to watch a 10 to 12 minute episode. You deliver value, you don't sell. You don't sell yourself, your products, or programs, but you just answer their question. At the end of the video, you give a gift, and you can sell how valuable this gift is, but you're not selling your programs. Your call to action is a free gift. You also need to design a compelling thumbnail. You launch the episode with the question, this question right here, as the title of your video. When they get this free gift, they join your email list, and you've got to nurture your email list, and you've got to optimize your sales funnel. This is a topic that we cover a lot in other episodes on this channel, and the whole focus is on search, not on suggested, but on search, so that people are being pulled in to your videos because they're searching for them. They receive value, they build trust, they are really appreciative, there's reciprocity, and they want to have a conversation with you. Now, if you're interested in really mastering this strategy, I do have a gift for you. I put 2 years of work compiling my entire strategy into this book. It's called A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. Now, if you go to natesyoutubebook.com, there's an offer there where you can just pay the printing and the shipping, but then no profit to me. This is my gift to you. I take you behind the scenes on many of the channels that I produced following this strategy with screenshots and everything that I could think of to help you really duplicate what we do on YouTube. Go to natesyoutubebook.com.